Hi everyone, welcome to practice. Today we will focus on core strengthening, keeping in mind that a strong core protects your low back and truly does support the functioning of all of your limbs, all of your internal organs in the trunk of your body. So core strength, we'll work some twists and we'll have some fun. Okay, let's get started in child's pose. Bring your big toes together and your knees wide and reach your arms forward to rest your forehead on your mat. Allow your body to get heavy and relaxed here and just take a moment to shift your attention internally. With your eyes closed down, check in with your body and your mind and just acknowledge the state of you in this moment as you arrive to your practice today. And just do your best not to judge it, allow it to be what it is, and just make a commitment to do your best and enjoy this time for you on your mat today. Let's take a deeper breath in all together to release and let something go. I'll do two more just like that, a full body breath in to release and let something go. Go ahead and take one more cycle of breath just like that in your own rhythm. Let your exhale be a clearing, making space for all that's to come today. And then follow your next breath in to come up to your hands and knees. Get set up with your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees in tabletop pose. Take a breath in here and drop your belly, lift your gaze coming into cow. And then round your spine into cat. Really pushing the back of your heart toward the ceiling and pushing your hands and knees into your mat. Follow your inhale to cow pose once again, stretching the front of your body nice and open. Follow your exhale to cat, stretching across your lower, middle, and upper back. Take a few more rounds here. So following your breath, each inhale opening into cow, each exhale rounding into cat. Just getting your spine warmed up here. And getting your breath warmed up. So begin to activate your ujjayi breath by breathing in and out of your nose, but directing your breath to the back of your throat so that it creates sort of a whisper or ocean-like sound, an energetic breath. On your next exhale, find downward facing dog. Pull your hips back and away and just begin to walk your dog by bending your knees, moving your hips around, finding some movement here just organically. And then set your feet just the right width that feels good in your hips and your hands in a good width that feels good in your shoulders. Take a deeper breath in and a deeper breath out. And then we'll pull forward to a high plank position. Just taking this first high plank in a static hold. So please do lower your knees as a modification anytime during practice. Knees down in plank is a great way to modify. So I want you to be where you are today and just really meet yourself where you are. Let's just gently rock forward and back. Again, you could do this on your knees, just kind of warming up the backs of your legs, your feet. Notice your 10 fingertips and your palms. And really your whole body, just bringing in a full body awareness with deep ujjayi breath right here. Come back to center in high plank, take a deeper breath in, and we'll lower all the way down to your mat. Take your arms back by your sides and lift your body up into locust pose. So just aiming to activate the backside of your body, really wake it up. Take a few more rounds of breath right here. Good. Take one more inhale, stretch your body nice and long. And lower down and set your hands by your ribs for upward facing dog. You can keep your thighs down in up dog. If you want a more active variation, engage your thighs, really engage your glutes and let your legs lift up. We'll take one more breath in. Think of pulling your hips forward like you're threading a needle, hips between your hands, and then downward facing dog, pull back. Let's take your right leg up behind you. Bend your knee and stack your hips, bringing a big stretch to the right side of your body. We'll take one more breath in right here, and then foot comes back down, just to downward facing dog. Roll forward to high push-up. Lower all the way down to your mat. Arms come back. One breath in locust. Squeeze and lift. Release down, hands by your ribs for upward facing dog. Just one breath in. Shoulders back, squeeze your glutes. Glide back to down dog. And take your left leg up. Bend your knee and stack your hips. Once again, just breathing into the side body, in this case, your left side. If it feels okay, let your head drop, soften across your face and your jaw. Next, exhale, foot to the mat. Just getting things warmed up still. High push-up. All the way down to the ground. Arms go back for locust pose, squeeze and lift. Okay, lower down, hands by your ribs. Upward facing dog, squeeze your hips, squeeze your glutes. Downward dog, pull back. Let's walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat and find a ragdoll forward fold. Step your feet apart pretty wide. And just let your upper body hang. You can cross your arms or just let your hands dangle down. Release through the back of your neck, the sides of your neck. And you notice the feeling of your brain, your skull, the weight of it, just inviting length down your spine, space in your low back. Bring your feet together here. Drop your arms if they're not, and soften your knees as you rise to mountain. Take a big breath to the top. Stand and empty right here. Take one more breath in. Squeeze your legs and lift your ribs. Forward fold. Bend your knees as you go down. Take a halfway lift to lengthen out your spine. To high plank, step back. We'll hold here once again for a moment, and I want you to make sure you have your whole body in this. So once again, you could lower your knees down as a modification. Either way, tuck your hip points and your low ribs together. Think about cinching up through your core and actively pushing down through your palms so there's a protraction happening in your shoulders. It's like a slight doming across your upper back. Just really active push. Tap into your Ujjayi breath for strength, right? Strength from within, Ujjayi breath. Take another inhale. This time we'll just go halfway down to Chaturanga or low push-up. Move into upward facing dog and then pull back to down dog. We'll move through a few of these classic sun salutations to really get your body warmed up. Go ahead and lift your heels up. Bend your knees and look forward. Empty your breath and step or float to the top of your space. Take a halfway lift, a full breath. Fold down and empty. Stand up to mountain, stretch your body as tall as you can, and then fold, just let it go. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. High to low push up. chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And glide back, downward facing dog. Heels come up, breathe in. Bend your knees, exhale, bring your gaze forward and step or float top of your space. Halfway lift. Forward fold, squeeze to empty. Rise to mountain from strong legs, and then fold back down and empty. It's halfway lift, inhale. Down to low push-up, high to low push-up. Knees can lower, take that modification anytime. Upward facing dog, glide back, down dog. We'll go one more time, heels rise. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold and empty. Come all the way up, extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, flow through your vinyasa. Squeeze your legs as you lower halfway. Squeeze your glutes in upward dog. That will protect your low back. Downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath here in down dog. Know that you can always come down to child's pose anytime. Notice how you're feeling. Try not to judge it. Just know that you're doing your best, and that's all you can do. You showed up today, and that's what matters. Let's come forward to high plank. We'll bring your feet together here in this high plank. Know that you can lower your knees. That's an option, okay? Feet are together. Think of zipping up your legs like one leg, really strong. And we'll take side plank from here. Left arm will come up high. Option to lower your right knee down underneath your hip as a modification. Either way, it's all about just meeting yourself right where you are today. Squeeze your glutes. You're getting a lot of side body, side core strengthening here. And then take your top arm overhead and really get a good stretch through your left. Just breathing here, ujjayi breath in and out of your nose. Squeeze your legs. See if from here can add a little intensity by floating your top leg up. Option for a wild thing to step back and open up into a little backward bend. We'll take one more breath. And then it's chaturanga, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. We'll come forward once again, high push-up, feet together. Zip up nice and tightly through the center line of your body and take your right arm high to side plank balance. Connect to your breath, and if it's feeling stuck or choppy, just bring your bottom knee down, no big deal. Can modify anytime. Either way, stretch your top arm overhead, find the stretch to the right side here as you strengthen the left side. If you can, see if you can float your top leg up. Breathing. Use your breath. Use your breath to stay. You got this. Maybe wild thing for a moment. Going around, belly up. Give it one more breath in. And then down to low push-up. Chaturanga. All right, upward dog. Downward facing dog. You're doing so good. Take 2 clearing breaths in through your nose. On purpose, out through your mouth. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Send it out. Okay, right leg lifts. Knee to nose. As you do this, bring your shoulders over your wrists like you're moving toward plank. And then back to 3-legged dog. Take a breath. You'll come forward and bring your right knee to your right elbow. Check this out. If you need to, you can lower your bottom knee down, okay? Your other knee. 3-legged dog. Inhale. This time, right knee to left elbow. Can always lower your opposite knee down. Three-legged dog, take a breath. Okay, warrior two. We'll step all the way up. Good, come all the way up and around. Give yourself a moment. If it's too much, feeling like too much with your arms out, hands at your hips, hands at heart center for a moment. Do what you need to do to slow your breath down, smooth your breath out. Acknowledge your strength and the fact that you have shown up today. That is what matters. And that's typically the hardest part, is just getting to your mat, right? You're here. Take a deeper breath in. Send it out, let something go. All right, reverse warrior. We'll stay here for a moment. Strong lunge shape. So front knee bends. Also power through your back leg a lot. Think of reaching up to go back, pulling space open between your ribs. Take one more inhale. We're gonna come all the way down to side plank where we were a moment ago. So you'll set your left hand down. Take your right arm up, stack your legs, side plank balance. That's it. Option to lower your bottom knee. Either way, reach your arm overhead, your top arm overhead, right there. If you can, lift your right leg up. It's a balance pose, right? Balance and strength. One more breath in, and then chaturanga, exhale. Just keeping it moving, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. So you send your left leg high. Knee to nose, come forward, shoulders over wrists. Three-legged dog, inhale, nice and long. Left knee to left elbow, nice and slow and controlled. Really use your breath. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left knee to right elbow, a little bit of twist right there. Good, three-legged dog. Okay, warrior two. In vinyasa yoga, we go from movement to stillness, right? Movement to stillness, movement to stillness. So just doing that. We're in a moment of stillness. Anything is okay with your arms. I want you to put your breath first. Slow it down, and then start to connect to the strength in your legs, strength in your lower body. Put that as a priority here over what's going on in your upper body, except for a tall spine. All right, if you can, arms reach out nice and long. Take a deeper breath in. As you exhale, a little more lunge in your front leg, back leg, nice and strong and stable. For reverse warrior, reach up to go back. Stay right here. We'll be here a couple more breaths. Power up through your back leg. Give it one more inhale. And it's side plank balance. Bring your right hand down. Gonna spin open, the left arm reaching up. Moving right up into your fullest expression. If you can, take your top leg up. Take a moment right there. Take one more breath. Chaturanga, exhale. All right, upward dog. Downward facing dog. Take your heels up high to bend your knees. Look forward. Feet to hands. Take a halfway lift. Fold forward, drop your head nice and heavy. Okay, rise to mountain, stretch your body. We'll sit down into chair pose. Hands to heart center. Take another inhale breath and see if you can sit down about 3 more inches. Take another breath in. We'll do that again. Sit down 3 or so more inches. Okay, one more time, inhale, and you'll sit all the way down to boat pose. Option for modified boat with your feet down and your heart lifting. If it's available to you to keep your legs lifted, do that, okay? You can also hold on to your legs. I want you to prioritize the lift to the center of your chest. So what you don't want here is rounding in your spine. So lift up your chest like there's a string connecting it to the ceiling. Come back to your breath. Ujjayi breath in and out of your nose as much as possible. Option to intensify this a bit by extending your legs, taking your arms out long, okay? We'll take a breath in. Even if you have your legs, that's okay. Take a breath, and we're gonna hover down low to canoe. So think of hovering your legs, hovering your shoulders, and then we'll come back up to boat pose. Lift through your chest, string on your chest to the ceiling. Take another breath in, hover down low, hover down, push your low back down into your mat. So if I came over and put my hand in between your low back and mat, I couldn't get it in. So push, 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 okay? Back up to boat, take a breath, couple more like that. Inhale, and then we'll exhale down to canoe. Push, belly down, no space between your back and the floor. Big breath, lift up. Okay, one more time to canoe. We're gonna cactus your arms here, push down through your low back for 5, 4, squeeze your thighs, 3, 2, 1. Just relax for a moment. Relax on the ground, let your body be heavy. Let a couple breaths move through. Acknowledge the work. Thank yourself for showing up. Bring your knees in toward your chest, grab onto the backs of your thighs, and we'll rock and roll a few times. Okay, just rock and roll, give your spine a massage along your mat, and we'll find chair pose. So set your feet, you can use your hands, maybe not, maybe you don't have to. Okay, chair pose, take a big breath in right here, and then fold and release. Let's bring your feet apart a little bit. Either hang out in ragdoll for a moment, or take your 2 peace fingers and hook them around your big toes for a little bit deeper of a fold. Go ahead and soften your knees. Take a little halfway lift. Fold back down. Do it again. Breathe in halfway. And fold. Good, take one more halfway lift, move your hands forward a bit, and we'll step your left leg back, coming into runner's lunge. Pull your heart forward away from your back heel, take a big inhale, and then plant your left hand, and we'll take your right arm high for a twist. Option to lower your back knee here for any reason. Take it if you need it. If you can, though, keep the intensity of your back leg lifting and think of driving your front thigh forward as you pull your back thigh the opposite direction. That'll stabilize your hips. Take a big inhale, reach up. On the exhale, just feel the twist in your spine. Your core muscles are the movers of a twist. Do it again, just a breath in. And as you exhale, notice your core muscles rotating, creating this rotation in your spine. Okay, warrior 2, big breath in and open. Reverse warrior. We'll come to side plank one more time. Left hand comes down, right hand goes high, legs stack or bottom knee drops. It's just one more breath. You can lift your leg if you can. And then chaturanga, exhale. Okay, big breath, upward dog. Downward facing dog. Heels rise, take an inhale. Bend your knees, look forward. feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Good, rise to mountain stretch. Fold back down. Find your halfway lift. Now step your right leg back to runner's lunge. Take a breath when you get there for length. As you exhale, plant your right palm firmly. Take your left arm high to twist. And we're here for a few rounds of breath. Once again, back knee can lower. Either way, think of thighs pulling away from each other. Palms pulling away from each other. Take one more cycle of breath and inhale all the way to empty, to twist, get empty, empty, and then warrior two. Hey, we're gonna keep this moving. Reverse, go up and back to side plank balance. One more opportunity to really strengthen your side body. Just a moment or so longer if you can. Lift your leg, find a really big expression. Take one more breath. Down to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog. Let's go back to child's pose. A couple breaths in your own rhythm to release and let something go. Let's walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. They could go off of your mat to take a few breaths into the side, your left side body. Let's take it the other way, hands to the left. Hands will come back to center. Come on up to tabletop position. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, round your spine into cat. Tuck your chin and your tailbone. Breathe into cow. Let everything open up. Lift your gaze. Round into cat. One more time into cow. Take a breath. This time as you exhale, just walk your knees forward. Go ahead and come onto your back. Gently, you'll take your legs straight up overhead into waterfall. Take a couple clearing breaths. Roll your ankles, spread your toes. And then gently release your legs out down in front of you. Stretch your arms overhead. We'll finish with a banana-shaped posture. So you'll cross your ankles at the right corner of your mat, and you'll grab your wrists at the right corner. So think of a curved banana shape in your body, just stretching all along your side, from your wrists down to your ankles. And then take it the other way. Bring your ankles and your wrists to the opposite corners of your mat. A few rounds of breath right here. And then bring it back to center into Shavasana, your final resting posture. And if there's a posture that would feel more comfortable to rest, such as on your side or on your belly, or you're welcome to come up to a seat if you'd like. I invite you to stay here as long as you'd like and enjoy your rest. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I will see you again next time.